Hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me, please, because that's always an issue. Hi, everybody. Hello, Holy Hand Grenades, Barb, Algorithm, Wingnut. I'm reading some of your guys' conspiracy theories. Hi, Chimera, Corsten Martin. Hello, 200 Watt Studio, and who else do we have here? Blarbful, El Hoilero, Jordan, Betty. Who is this? Rand, Sting68. Hi, SSH0T. Yeah, that was a song I generated with AI. Hey, Voyager, and everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, if you guys have been hearing about these balloons that the Chinese have sent over the United States, well, one of them just got shot down, but there's other ones too that they seem to be covering up the fact that those ones got shot down, but we'll just go over this one first. 1 second while I set this up. Okay. So this thing was first spotted, I think, the 1st of February, allegedly, in Montana, over Montana in Canada. Nice to see you, Bonnie. Hi, Monkey. It caused an airport in Billings, Montana to get shut down. All kinds of stuff. And this is what it looks like. It's just like a freaking weather balloon kind of thing, but they think it's a spy balloon. This is it getting shot down by our own F-22 fighter jet today. Check it out. Bam. Got him. Put it into that real quick. Well, not that quick because we let it go for days. Some people like to think that these are like UFOs. I think it is balloons, these ones, these particular ones. Because I was reading up how they can hover for days in one spot and stuff. It's not that hard to pop a balloon. I'm not that impressed, but so they popped it. I don't know what they're spying on us for, but what's this? Oh, it's going to be something stupid. Sorry. Do you guys see that? Wait, am I sharing the wrong tab? Because that shit is way too funny. Okay, I'm sharing the wrong tab. You're going to love this. Watch this. I can't with the internet. Why are they so fucking funny? Are you guys seeing this shit? Biden getting knocked down by the fucking spy balloon? I love it. So stupid. It's pretty good. I mean, it's better than a lot of the UFO videos that I see out there. That is a good, cute little clip right there. People are so stupid. Okay, there's that. So that got shot down today. However, there's people in Billings, Montana, who said that there was one shot down over there, and there's a video of that one getting shot down, but they're acting like it didn't happen. So next we shall take a look at that. So let me find that here. Got it. And let me take a look at you guys here on the chat so I don't lose track. It's a test to see how far they can get into U.S. airspace. They were saying that this always happens and that it's happened even when Trump was in office, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that's true or what have you. Why would they make a big deal about it all of a sudden? because the news kind of decides if anything is a big deal. Where are we at? Okay. These people here, I believe them, I think. This is just a lady on Twitter called Dolly Moore. She recorded something in Billings, Montana, the day that the object was over there. So pardon me, getting things situated here. The Japanese also sent balloons in World War II. Okay. I was doing some research. There's a Chinese balloon like this over Japan in 2020. But yeah. So you guys see that? No, you guys don't see it. Wait, do you? Do you guys see okay, no, here you go. There you go. This one. Here's her trying to explain herself. She said, okay, so here's what day was this? This was yesterday. So here's what I just caught a few minutes ago out my window. I saw a jet go by so fast, and then an explosion in the sky. Holy crap, Billings, Montana. I'm going to try not to blast your eardrums with this, so be careful. Oh, no, it's not that bad. Yeah, right. You guys think that's real? Actually, it's the first time I actually watched it all the way. Like, I didn't see that flash like that before. You guys think that's fake? And then so every news outlet is asking her if they could use this video. Every news outlet you can think of in her comments. They don't care if it's fake, blah, blah, but it seems pretty real to me. I mean, and then she like goes out of her way to explain herself, and they didn't ask for money from the news places. So whatever happened there is really weird. Will they shoot it down, Venezuela? They should. I mean, why be nice to it? Shoot it down. Get it out of there. But that could be what they want you to do. And then they infect you with zombie AIDS, and then you're screwed. So wait till it gets over the ocean and shoot it down. You know, you can probably make it go over the ocean. So that was a weird video. To instigate war with China? I don't know about that. I think China admitted it's theirs, but I don't think they really want to fuck around. Like, some people were saying that it's like a nuclear payload. No, they're not going to accidentally, like, they're not going to put a nuke on a freaking balloon and then start a world war. That's not what's going on here. Yeah, they shouldn't have allowed it to cross the country. No, it totally did its job of spying, didn't it? So that was weird. They let it go for days, and then they basically told everybody, well, if you want to know where it's at, this is what they said at one of the press conferences. I need to find it. They were so rude. They were like, well, go look outside. We can't track it for you. Like, go look in the sky if you want to know where it's at. It's like, what? Like, they were big assholes about it, you know? The balloon. Fuck that balloon. Hi, Courtney. So that's crazy. I believe this lady because look, she goes out of her way here. That's the initial one, and then before that, she's just like a normal lady on here. She said, what did she say on here? Oh, she's posting an article backing up her story saying, Yellowstone County Sheriff believes video of object over Billings is legitimate, but they don't know what it is. And let's see. I think she's answering questions and stuff. So that was weird. If you go back to her original video, every pathetic news outlet is clamoring for this video. It's so easy to get on the news. I mean, if she had baked it, which I don't think she did, but they don't care about the legitimacy of it at all. Hello all, lots of responses to the video I took this afternoon. This video is real. I took it on my iPhone from my desk in my home office. We are making no claim that we have any idea of what it was. It just happened, and I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I mean, that sounds about as honest as you can get in this situation. Hey, everybody. Yeah, so this lady caught maybe them shooting down this other one or whatever over Montana, because Montana is a long ways away from South Carolina where they shot down the one today. This was yesterday that it was in Montana. I mean, I'm sure it could travel that distance. But I'm just saying maybe there's more than one. Maybe they shot down more than one. Because when you go to MUFON, you guys know I always check MUFON on stream. Yeah, that video, I don't know. What do you guys think? Seems legit to me. Oh, Courtney, you need subs. Everybody subscribe to Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. Let me see if I can make you a mod real quick. I'm gonna bring up YouTube here so you can post your link or whatever. You're in a race. Interesting. Michael Bancroft is streaming over me. Oh, hey, I got 66 people watching. That's a lot. I need a wrench here. Hi, Patrick. Full moon tonight, huh? If you guys could give Courtney 3 subscribers, that'd be great. They have a new type of moderator. It's called a managing moderator. I'm going to make you a standard moderator, but that's interesting. That's where you could pick the no-no words and change the no-no words, which I don't want there to be any no-no words, honestly. Say what you want. Hey, Patrick T. How are you? Okay, what was I doing here? Back to MUFON, because somebody reported in Pennsylvania the other day something very similar. I think you guys can see this. Yes, you can. It says, like an airship shot down. When was this? That was the 2nd, 2 days ago, right? Crazy. Hello, Samsonite from the targeted individual community. You know, if I was a different person, I could definitely be paranoid about being a TI. Like, some of the crap that happens to me when I'm out in public is absolutely insane. So I do watch you guys' videos. Very interesting, very compelling stuff. Don't forget to pause up Sheila's video. What is it? Oh, yeah. Thumbs it up. A Led Zeppelin for real. Yeah, I don't care about people saying whatever words they want to say in chat, as long as they're not complete, just ruining the chat. Al Bundy says, quote, U.S. military fears China may reach balloon wreckage before they can get there. Proper salvage vessel won't be there for days. It's right on the East Coast. Okay, that's South Carolina. What are they talking about? Get on a speedboat and go get it. China's going to get there? Okay. Where's China? They're just waiting right there? Sure, buddy. There's something else to that story we don't know. Okay, back to MUFON. This chick said, or whoever, yeah, I think it's a chick. Well, yeah, because there's a video. Like an airship shot down Easton, Pennsylvania, 2nd of February, 5:15 p.m. I click this little pop-up box, you're not, oh yeah, you can see it here. You guys see it? And it explains, it looked like an object was shot down in the sky, was a black object. Then like smoke was trailing out of it as it was descending. Tried to get pics. Have some, but was difficult to catch in time. Please let me know if anyone else seen anything. It could be nothing. It could just be, an airplane at sunset or whatever. You're welcome, Courtney. No problem. Thank you, Algo. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. Okay, so we're going to watch this chick's video because she recorded something. Let's see. An airship shot down. How are we doing? Okay, cool. It could just be a weird contrail. I think this is what she recorded after the fact of what she saw. Something that she thought she saw a black object fall down or something. I don't know. We had a lot of chemtrails today in Southern California. Yeah, so she just recorded the aftermath of that. Oops, I deleted. Oops, I closed my window. Hold on. Okay. So that's all that was like a contrail or something. So that happened maybe. And then I made like a little map of all this stuff. I'll show you. Just this, nothing too crazy. These are just a few of the reports that I found on MUFON that I'm positive are of the balloon. So it went from, it was seen in Albany, New York, and Montana on the 1st. Then on the 3rd, it was seen, no. Then on the 2nd, it was seen in Schenectady, New York. On the 3rd, it was seen in St. Peters, Missouri, Raymore, Missouri, and Columbia, Tennessee. Then on today, when I was making this map, the most recent one was South Carolina, and that was before they shot it down. So yeah, they have since shot it down. So these reports are definitely reliable. So I guess it can. I mean, is that one balloon going all the way from here to here, like seen in both places? I don't know about that. Maybe. I mean, it is able to propel itself or whatever. Yeah, they waited until it traveled. Look how far it got before they did anything about it. Like about what's about to leave, and then they finally do something. It even made a zigzag so it could go over all these states here. I mean, yeah, I think there were reports in Ohio too. Like it was covering the most coverage that it could, really. Very smart. Whatever they're doing, hope they got what they needed. You had a helicopter flying overhead today. Yeah, so here's another thing I was looking at was a forum. Because there's airplane tracking forums where they track it like in real time. Let me see. And I was just looking at this. What were they talking about here? Guess I should bring it back up. Here we have China. Today they were talking about how there were airplanes circling this balloon. He said, anyone found the active channel as 2 planes are out there following it. This is a radio, like a ham radio website where they know how to tune into aircraft and military aircraft and stuff. Am I sharing the right one? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there could be a bunch of them that all look the same. I mean, there were reports of it in Latin America, whatever that means. I don't know. I think is that Brazil? Something about one in Brazil we can look at in a second. So which forum is this? This is Military Air Monitoring Forum. I noticed the C-130s off around the coast. Thought they might be AC-130s, and we'd hear they were used to shoot holes in balloon, but apparently a missile from an F-22 was used. Yeah, they were tracking it as the balloon was under active control and ascending higher. Look how smart these people are. Yeah, so I just thought that was cool that he go to this forum and see them talking about it. There might be some air traffic control audio we could find at some point too. Not that big a deal. So it's kind of interesting, this whole Chinese spy thing, but I think there are more out there. Maybe a little bit of a cover-up or something weird going on. Don't know why. Oh yeah, so there was also one in, let me get it, okay. Another spy balloon. I'm getting good at switching these tabs here, huh? Let me see. I'm sorry, like I have mariachi music. My neighbors are mariachi music people. And they're like, they have it playing really loud and they do karaoke on Saturdays. It's ridiculous. So if you hear anything, that's what that is. Would have been nice to get into the electronics. Yeah, maybe they can still. They definitely want to know what was going on there. And China was all like, oh, we're so sorry. No. Another Chinese surveillance balloon is flying over Latin America. I have 86 viewers. Wow. That's the most I've ever had. Hello, people. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Hunter and Biden, like, come on over. We don't care. He probably let them rent the time. He probably said, okay, for, give me $3 billion or 3 million or whatever it is, and I'll let you sneak over for a little bit and do whatever you need to do. And then, then we'll shoot you down after you do what you do. Because, they take money from other countries for shit like that. The Biden family. I wouldn't put it past them if he did that. There are 86 people here and only 57 likes. Oh, thanks. So, suspected Chinese spy balloon on the move. Let's see if we can get copyright stricken here. Right here. Sharing the wrong one again. This one? Okay. I don't know if there's going to be, I don't know if you're going to have audio or not.
Over the.
Ooh, that's loud. Tell me if you guys hear that. 82 watching. Hello. Oh, I forgot. I need to check. Hopefully there's like, if I'm missing any super chats, I do apologize because I do that. Just yell at me eventually or something. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on. Thank you, Texas Mofo, for the like. Very good. So Pentagon Chinese. Oh, so no audio. Okay. I'll fix that real quick. You hear this? Listen to these Mexicans. Is it picking it up? Hi, Finatra. Hi, Jim Cox. Hi, 3D3D. Sylvan, Lord Nemesis. Bootleg Godzilla. KSSS. Happy birthday, KSSS. I heard today was your birthday. That's what I was told. Hello, my beautiful, dark, twisted faggotry. I like to say that one all the way through. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Ta-da! This should work, maybe. Okay. They're doing like the arriba thing next door. Okay.
Continental U.S., though the reveal its exact location, track, or speed. flying near U.S. military assets along the way.
I'm not going to be able to go into specific locations again, other than to say it's moving eastward at this time.
This footage captured by the NBC News affiliate in Kansas City appearing to show the balloon. NBC News has not.
Audio now? Is the audio working? Yeah, what do they need spy balloons for? They have TikTok. I know. Is it just to show off that they couldn't do it? I have no idea. Good question. Low audio? Okay, I'll turn it up because it was hurting my ears. Here we go.
Is on the move over the continental U.S., though the Pentagon won't reveal its exact location, track, or speed. Flying near U.S. military assets along the way.
I'm not going to be able to go into specific locations again, other than to say it's moving eastward at this time.
This footage captured by the NBC News affiliate in Kansas City appearing to show the balloon. NBC News has not verified the video. Pilots also reporting a derelict balloon adrift in the area. The U.S. military first detected the surveillance balloon in Alaska earlier this week, tracking it through Canada and into Montana, spotted less than 200 miles from the U.S. intercontinental ballistic missile silos. On Wednesday, President Biden decided not to bring it down after senior military leaders warned debris could hit people on the ground. It's roughly the size of 2 school buses, and defense sources say flying at 60,000 feet. While U.S. officials say it doesn't currently threaten commercial aviation or civilians, they are not ruling out taking it down.
Eventually, I think we're going to have to shoot this thing down, and I know the Pentagon is working those options and will present them with the president.
NBC News has learned the U.S. is already taking action to weaken its surveillance capabilities, according to 2 senior defense officials, including using counterintelligence measures to obscure its views and physically moving things out of its path.
Why would they wait, though? Like, it's their job to protect us. So it could have been done anything horrible, and they wouldn't have done anything about it. I guess nothing bad happened, but they got whatever information they needed. Biden let them do what they needed to do. I mean, they probably went over the area they needed to go over with our silos or whatever they needed to see what we got. I don't know how war games, but it's pathetic.
Some balloons have the ability to release drones or sensors, but U.S. officials insist that has not happened here. This balloon has a large payload, but the Pentagon says there is no evidence of any nuclear or radioactive material. Today, the Chinese government admitting it's theirs, but saying it's a civilian airship used for research, mainly meteorological. The Pentagon...
Civilian airship. So some Chinese civilians are doing it? I don't get it. Are they, but they're from China? What's going on?
Pentagon disagrees.
The fact is, we know that it's a surveillance balloon, and I'm not going to be able to be more specific than that.
The Biden administration saying it's a clear violation of law.
Civilian surveillance balloon? Okay, yeah. Oh, for them to spy on their civilians. Is that what they mean? It's the ones they use to spy on their own civilians. Because that would make more sense. Because ain't no civilians in China allowed to have a fucking balloon.
But the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs insists, quote, China is a responsible country and has always strictly abided by international laws.
So, Courtney, this balloon is allowed to continue traveling. How long could it remain over the U.S.?
Yeah, there's no civilian in China, but I think maybe it's fucked up, but maybe they meant that it's the one they used to spy on their civilians. Right? I think that makes more sense. That's why I'm going to choose to take it anyway.
Yes.
A Pentagon spokesperson said today the balloon will probably be over the U.S. for a few days. U.S. officials here will continue to watch it to see if it begins to...
Everything's military from China, right? Yeah. Get real. They wouldn't allow civilians to launch that. So that's a lie.
Present a threat, and they need to act. And late tonight, the Pentagon saying they now believe there is a second Chinese balloon that is floating over Latin America.
The fuck is Latin America?
Get any size iced coffee for 99 cents until 11 a.m. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hear about the...
Billy Moon.
Hold on. I wanted to hear about Latin America. Balloon shit. Whatever. I'll try to find it here. China called our shooting down the balloon an overreaction. If you see here. Fuck you, China. How's that an overreaction? Who cares what you think? Yeah, there's a second balloon allegedly over Latin America, which I don't know what that means. I'm not the smartest cookie. Let me search. What the fuck is... Where is Latin America? Google. So I thought Brazil, right? Okay. Right? It just like has a big picture of like South America. There's that. Rawr. Okay. So what are these assholes saying? I like how it got shot down. Looks like they have a 2-liter of Pepsi, an empty 2-liter there as a counterweight. Test and spread. It could be a biological weapon thing. You think they would use like maybe a blue colored balloon or something. Blah, blah, blah. We shot them down. They didn't want to down it while it's over land. It posed an undue risk to people across a wide area due to the size and altitude of the balloon and its survey. Oh, sure. I don't know. Whatever. I guess that's why they had to wait for it to go over the ocean, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But, I mean, really? Just sacrifice some people to save everybody else. But, I mean, there's not very many people over Canada and Alaska. You probably could have shot it down over there. I mean, there's a lot of uninhabited area. Who knows what the side effects are? Okay, so and then something else happened in Hawaii. I wanted to show you guys. This was interesting. Let's see if I can find it again. The mysterious lasers coming from space were captured by the Hawaii telescope on top of the volcanoes. Oh, I'm not paying for your shitty website. No, that's not happening. Here we go. Maybe this one? Yeah, this one. And let me check my chat. Here we go. How long did it take to come from China? I don't think it came from China, right? It came, well, maybe, actually, I don't know. It came down over Alaska. I guess it could have come that way, I guess. I guess maybe they launched it. They could launch it from China, get past Russia. Is that how that works? Don't quiz me on geology, please. Geology? I hate that kind of stuff. When it gets over water, going by this, it went over the Great Lakes multiple times. And it went over, yeah, good point. Canada and Alaska. Jewish space lasers. Oh, crap. Let me get this out of here. Okay. CNET. Mysterious green lights from space flash over Hawaii. Hawaii was treated to an unusual laser light show in the sky. This was February 2nd, 2023. And look at this. It's not lasers going up. It's lasers coming down. Ain't that crazy? So, January 28th. A series of green lights zipped across the night sky in Hawaii. The Subaru telescope on Mauna Kea captured footage of the unusual sight with its live streaming Subaru Asahi star camera. And I love that camera. I've been watching it for like over a decade. It has the most beautiful views. And when it storms, it looks awesome. And I've made videos about it. But so while the lights, it's like a low light camera. It's not night vision. They have night vision ones, but this one is like a beautiful low light camera. While the lights might have conjured concerns about UFOs, they actually have a satellite related explanation. Which is weird, right? Subaru telescope shared a video of the lights showing several different versions of the rare view, including a contrast enhanced look that helps them stand out against the cloudy sky. The lights are thought to be from a remote sensing altimeter satellite. I don't know. Maybe that's normal, but I think that's crazy that we have these lasers coming down at us from goddamn satellites. I see this video. Look at that. You guys see that? That's pretty cool. So if you were like on top of this volcano, you would have been able, oh, maybe only the camera could see it very good, but yeah, so we're getting scanned by lasers from space, all kinds of crazy shit happening. Right? Could have been a spy balloon, if it was up there high enough. It was almost as high as satellites. It's up like 100,000, was it feet or miles? I don't know. It's way up there. So that happened. We could string together a conspiracy theory about this if we wanted to. And what about the one in Latin America? Because I want to see. Brazil. I'm sorry if I'm missing anything you guys said. Looking forward to it came from space. You just like hearing me talk? Thank you, Chris. The conspiracy. I don't know. You guys come up with some cool ones. Conspiracy theories, that is. Was that a multiple exposure shot? Because it looked like they did it in real time, Mike TV. I don't think it was multiple exposures, was it? I think it all happened very quickly. If you want to take one more look here. Because that's what I would assume, that it's like a time-lapse put together thing. You think this was? Wait, let me see the timestamp. Look at the timestamp. No, that all happened within the same second. So if you look at the timestamp there, right? 1 second. So that was not like a long exposure situation. And you know, Hawaii also had that weird spiral thing that happened recently, kind of like the Norway spiral from 2009. But it's just a rocket launch spinning, like the part of the rocket booster thingy spinning out or spinning in, whatever. It could be a low altitude. I mean, how high up was this China balloon? All right now. Look at that. I butchered that one. Blah, blah, blah. I think I read somewhere it was up really high. It was 100,000 somethings. I'm going to go with feet, I guess. I don't even know how high airplanes fly. This is all mystery to me. How high do airplanes fly? Oh, it's feet. Yeah. I think that it was 100,000 feet up. Meters, maybe. Who knows? It was way the fuck up there, which I think is like a least low orbit satellite situation. So they could definitely be getting us with lasers if they wanted to, right? But they probably don't travel that fast as whatever was scanning us. But if they're that high up, then they can scan us like that. Where do we get these outrageous ideas? I love conspiracy theories. That's what we're here for. Brazil, China, balloon. We're going to figure this out. So it was a whole incident. It has an official date, February 1st, 2023. 2023 Chinese balloon incident in Brazil. Wednesday, February 1st. Very interesting. What kind of damage can a balloon do? Kill the people on board? The balloon thingy had like some big metal part. It had like, I think, solar panels and stuff that could, the size of 2 school buses, kind of fuck you up if it falls on you. But here comes my kitty to cuddle all over me because I'm talking. Okay, kitty. Listen to him. You hear? China knows better than to do an EMP on us. It wouldn't do much. Like a little EMP, it's not going to do. Even if it was a nuke is only going to fuck you up for like 10-mile radius. It's not going to destroy the whole country. They would have to hit us with like 1,000 nukes at the same time and not get stopped for it to even be a problem. So I'm not even scared. If we do get hit by a nuke, it'll just be that one area that gets, demolished. Like if Los Angeles got hit by a nuke, I might be okay here in Orange County, kind of. Aside from the fallout. Yeah, that could be it could be more a different string of COVID. We don't need them sending their stuff over here because they can't contain their diseases very well. So we don't want them to be like, oops, now you have bird flu. They would totally do that because they're just apparently can't keep their shit clean. Cats are trouble. Bootleg says, I wonder if the spots it flew line up with, where did you say? Nuclear sites. Yeah, well, they said on that news video, I think they said something like it was 200 miles away from one of our nuclear silos or something like that. So it probably did go there. That's probably what it was checking out. I don't know. EMP in high altitude causes complete blackout. For how long, though? And that's just a electronic blackout. I mean, really. How long does that last? A dirty EMP bomb, says Jim Cox, would mess things up much worse than you might imagine. Okay. I don't know anything about this stuff, so I believe you. Hopefully they nuke LA. Well, I kind of hope not because I'm right here, and a nuke on LA would probably maybe cause a tsunami too, which I wouldn't be too happy about. And that would be my biggest concern. Yeah. Everybody wants LA to get nuked. I'm not saying I disagree, but I just don't like being this close to it in Orange County here. Okay, what radius would an EMP do this to? I mean, the whole planet? Definitely not. A mile, 2 miles, 20 miles? I mean, what are we talking here? You know how big of the EMP thing it would have to be to even make it there without getting shot down first? But if we shoot it down, it could fuck us up. So they would have to do it over the power grid, power place or whatever. Is that what it is? Yeah, I mean, I know people in LA. I kind of don't want them to get nuked and die. And also, I don't want to die in a tsunami. Imagine that earthquake that happened in Japan was enough to cause that big tsunami that killed way more people than the earthquake killed. Tens of thousands. That's what would happen if they, maybe, I assume, if they dropped a nuke on us. It'd be a little bit of a tsunami situation. I don't have no fucking escape route. I'm fucked. There's no escape route here. None. Am doomed. I'm not going to live here forever, but it's like, okay, me and my baby's daddy aren't together anymore, but we have split custody, and she goes to school here, and I'm like, I'm not going to go to a different state. I'd have to get his permission, just like he would have to get my permission to leave out of state with her to move somewhere else. He's not trying to move anywhere else. I'm stuck here. it's a beautiful place to be stuck, but it's fucking expensive and stupid. But, you know, but it's a great place for my baby girl to go to school. What are you going to do? High altitude nuclear threat. They tested it. Yeah, I know they have tested that before. They used to test it back in the day, as far as I know. Not very smart. Why would China attack us? Says nice guys finish last. We are the biggest customers for their crap. Because we owe them. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they would, because they're just like, we're keeping them alive. They wouldn't. I think they were just doing some sneaky stuff and they got caught, or didn't care about getting caught, or had an agreement with a Biden type of person to allow them to do what they needed to do. And then just be like, oops, sorry. EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, says Al Bundy, are caused by nukes exploding in the sky that fries all electronics in an area. It was the plot of 2000 Dark. What's an area, though? I'll go to a different area, then I will have my internet back. It's not that big a deal. It's not going to do that. It's not going to do that much damage. Now, if there was like a war going on, that would definitely be damaging if that was one of the things they were doing in local areas. But just one somewhere is not going to do anything. And we're supposed to be covering our own asses to where they can't be doing that. China owns the world pretty much, says Bootleg. I'm guessing they were doing land checks to see what, to see what else they can buy up. For real. They just want to see what other fucking part of our country they can own, because they own so much of it. Even the houses I'm in Orange County, and in my area, it is majority Chinese, like mainland Chinese people that somehow are just very rich, or they have money somehow. Whatever they do, they all got money. I guess it's the people in China who happen to be well off, who wanted to get the fuck out of there. So they're buying up all the houses here. And there's like these Chinese companies, they'll buy up the houses instead of like a real family. And then they rent it back out for like, $3,000-4,000 a month. That's on the low end. Right now, it's a 1-bedroom shitty apartment in this area is $2,000 a month, which I hear could get me a house somewhere else. I used to live in Arizona. Like, rent was really cheap there. Now that I think about it, I mean, I miss it. I miss the cheapness, but Chinese real estate agent, that's all. Because they're running out of crap to buy up because they bought it all up. Yeah, Montana has lots of land. It does. That's where that YouTuber Jeffree Star, he's a gay makeup artist, millionaire guy. I think he moved to Montana. He got a yak ranch out there. Got some yaks. Richard, hello. You're trailer queen. Have we met before? I haven't been a trailer queen since I was like 5. I think we lived in a trailer when we lived in Texas when I was little. The Y files? I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to check it out. What else was I going to show you guys? There was something else. And thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hope this was informative for you. I was going to show you here. I found, I think, a kind of interesting UFO video from Arizona. I can find out which one it was. Was it this one? No. Oh, what is this? I think a lot of times people are in airplanes and they see like the reflection of water or something, and they think it's like an aircraft, but I don't know. That's not what I was talking about, though. We're going to be looking at something else. I think it was, this one in Tucson, which is where I'm from, which is where I recorded all my UFO videos. All right, I'm going to download it and play it. The most important and informative stream of the decade. Thank you. Why is it going to take? I don't know why it's going to take several days to retrieve the balloon payload when it's off our coast. But they think China's going to get there before us. Did I catch that right? I'm just going off of what someone in the chat said. That could be wrong, misinterpreted, misunderstood. But that's just word of mouth right now, so don't get too crazy about it. I haven't read the article. But that's weird. Like, how you guys shot it down right there. You guys are there, so go get it. No, we'll just wait for China to come get it, because China, as part of the agreement with Biden, maybe was that they get to collect their data that they collected. They want to go get it, the little black box or whatever's left. And then we just get like balloon scraps and stuff. Okay, so I downloaded it, I think. No, I didn't. The Y-Files. Have you guys seen Captain, what's he called? He debunks things, and he's got a whole gimmick. He's like Captain something something. What is that guy called? And he's really cynical, and he gets upset about people faking UFO videos. I can't think of what he's called. He wears like face paint. Anyway, what is that guy called? UFO video. He's cute too, by the way. Captain Disillusion, that's who it is. He's funny. Anywho. Captain Chokeout. No, not Captain Chokeout. He's cool. Captain Disillusion is what he's called. Pete Callan and Barb. I see what you're saying there. Oh, I have a couple super chats. Oh, okay. Sorry, you guys. I thought it would like tell me or something. Okay. Let me go get those real quick. And I do apologize about that. And then I'll show you the Tucson video. I like what someone said about being discerning about external information. I try to be. I mean, sometimes it's easy just to be like, oh, damn, that's what happened. But then you have to realize that it's the internet. And if you didn't check it yourself, even if you do check it yourself, it could still be bullshit because the news is bullshit. So it's really, and everything's fake, basically. A lot of things are fake. Let me look at my super chats. Everything on TikTok is fake. That's the first thing I think a lot of the time, unless it's obviously not. But everything is staged on TikTok for clicks. Okay. Matt G, are you really like sending me a bunch of $1 super chats? Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. I got a 2 from Matt G, and he says, nothing. $1. Thank you, Matt G. Nothing. Barb for $5. Thank you. Says, payload if it landed on my property. Right? They'd have to pay the toll to get it back. Pete Callan, super chatter supreme for $5 says, what? I love that word. I like to say that when people aren't making sense. W-A-T. Thank you so much for that. For these super chats. If they nuke LA, do you think that hit a couple counties over? I don't know. I don't think it would go all the way to the Orange County. I mean, the fallout maybe. I don't know. I'm not a nuclear expert. But LA is like an hour away from here. People don't realize that. I do not live in LA. I live in Orange County. Very far away. Farish. Why is that funny that I'm apologizing about unread super chats? I feel bad when I realize they're just sitting there and I've just been blabbering. And I've been in the chat long enough to know what it's like on your end. That's how I began. Well, it's not how I began, but that's how you guys in Comicsgate know me anyway. I've definitely never really been a live streamer. Hold on, my cat's acting crazy. All right. Super cats. Okay, I got this video here. I almost turned my camera on, which I might do just to say hi in a second. Because how many of you know that I'm not a redhead anymore? Show of hands. I'm not a redhead no more. Okay, here comes the video. It's probably going to be loud. Oops, I missed. Anyway, so here is, there's not much going on in the audio. These lights floating over Tucson. Thank you, Sam. I'm a natural blonde, so it's not so abnormal for me to be blonde. That's the hair color I was supposed to have before I started dyeing it. Hi, Jeremy Burtz. How are you? And I will show you my kitty cat in 2 seconds after this video. Angela. Yeah, you think it could be military flares. Yeah, could be. I'm very aware about those things. But flares last approximately, what, 5 seconds? Don't they? Flares are flares, you know. They fall down. They have smoke trails. They don't hover like this and maneuver. They fall as a course of gravity, but they don't just hang around and cruise like this. Right? I mean, I've done a little bit of research on flares, but it specifically says they last like a matter of seconds. They have flares with parachutes. Okay. And oh, they have propellers. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I read the wrong document. I actually, there was some, like a weird sighting at, forget, some military base or something. Really cool video of some lights that were way bright, lasted way too long. So I had emailed the military base there, and one of the dudes was nice enough to try to explain to me the kind of flares they were using. But I think they were kind of like top secret-ish flares. It's the same things from the Phoenix lights. Like, obviously, a lot of what people got on camera was flares, not the kind of flares that we know publicly about. But I think they're just a different kind of flare. So yeah, those do exist. But these still don't exactly look like that to me. They just look like run-of-the-mill Tucson orbs. But what do I know? Let's see. Can you guys see that? Is it full screen? Make your shit full screen so you can see it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, kind of in a formation, hovering. There's one in a tree, kind of, maybe it looks like. It also could be Chinese lanterns. There's always that possibility. But it's the ones like, I don't know. Could be. I just know Tucson is weird and has weird stuff, but what day was it? Did this happen? That might give us a clue. Because if it happens on like 4th of July or something, I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna pay attention to it. That was just the 10th of January, so I don't know. Floating orbs. It's cool to me, probably just because it's Tucson, and I'm like, I have a soft spot for that. Okay, I have another one here. What does it say? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you my cat. Sorry, I was reading UFO reports here. You wanted to see my kitty? Tucson is weird. Yeah, it is bootleg. I didn't really appreciate growing up there at all. Well, I grew up even south of there, which is called Sierra Vista. Some of you may know Tombstone, which, you know, it's by Tombstone, Arizona. Fucking right by the Mexico border. Piece of crap place to grow up as a kid. Really, nothing going on there. In hindsight, it's kind of cool. It's haunted. It's got creepy stuff going on. It's got UFOs and all this and that. Yeah, there's 3 in a triangle formation. That's true, Timmy. But does our brain just want to make it a triangle formation? It does look like they're holding it, though, right? Are they holding it? It does look like a formation. And I don't know where the other ones went. Where did they go? They go... I guess they kind of... Oh, well, look. Okay, so if you zoom it up, it's kind of like a coordinated dance if you speed it up. Yeah, you have a lot of friends from Tucson with stories about, yeah, there's so much weird stuff. Like, I recorded UFOs there from 2008 to like 2012 till I moved away in 2013. There's weird shit there. I don't care what anyone says, dude. Try to explain it all away. You can't. It's a weird area. There's a military base. It's the desert. It's Arizona. It's really creepy. It's kind of cool in that way. But I didn't appreciate it growing up. I just wanted to have a more interesting life than the desert, you know? I was like, I'm going to move to California someday, and I'm happy I did. But I would like to go back there. But I never see any UFOs here, so I would love to go back and UFO hunt. Because there's a mountain there called Mount Lemon, and they have UFOs. It has UFOs there. Davis-Monthan Air Force Base is right there. Look at that triangle. That's a pretty solid triangle. You see that? But I guess it's just flares or whatever. Didn't we all want a more interesting life? Yeah, but like this, Sierra Vista, Arizona is a depressing little town. It is haunted. It is the town that's only there because the military base called Fort Huachuca is there, which is the holographic warfare electronic weapon proving ground for the United States military. If you know anything about that kind of stuff, which I didn't find out till later on. That's my dad, retired military, E7 Army, whatever that means. He was like an up there Army guy. Retired, and then he was just like, okay, I guess we'll just stay at this shitty town that I retired in. I didn't like it. I mean, there's only retired people, Army people, and like crackheads, and there's nothing for people who are just trying to live their young, productive life. You can work at a call center because minimum wage is so cheap there. It's basically like outsourcing it to India. So all the call centers were there. I remember getting paid like $5 something an hour. Crap. That's the only job you can really get there, or fast food or restaurant. Al Bundy says, if it's an UFO, the whole is invisible, and we know some aliens have blah, 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 blah. I don't see it as one connected UFO. I see it as like 3 lights dancing together, maybe. But it could be. That'd be really cool. I mean, sometimes they'll be in a triangle like that, and then they like spin or rotate as one triangle, if that makes any sense. I've seen that happen. And they kind of keep their equal distances apart, which is really kind of creepy. Weird that an advanced military base is there flying experimental equipment. People see things. Right. So, Doc, then they are UFOs. The military flies UFOs. I got plenty of military UFOs on camera. Didn't say it was aliens. It's very weird stuff, which is like alien technology, basically. I could just play some of my old UFO videos. After I show you my gatito. I'm like, my eyebrows are so dark now because now I'm blonde. So let me just freak out about my appearance real quick. Yeah, so I did meet some comic skaters. J Bama fan. Thank you for making fun of me for using filters, but I met some real life people and they posted a picture of me with my permission, I guess, without filters, and it was what it was. That was on Twitter. But yeah, I'm going to be filtered today. Thank you very much. I'm in the comfort of my own home. And I don't want to put makeup on. When I put makeup on, it's like kind of like just being filtered. So sometimes I do that. Okay, oh my God. Why am I so weird about this? Oh, get rid of this. I don't want to be big on screen. My kitty cat is behind me. Is he? Kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, fatty. Fatty catty. My filters are like Cecil's mask. I know, don't look. I forgot if I go like off camera. Well, now I fucked myself because I covered my face. Anyway, fuck it. I have a fat cat. There he is. And he's so sweet. Angela catches me without my filter. It slips. The stray cats, the mama cat showed up pregnant. She had her babies, all 5 of them, in my hand. She gave birth. And then they grew up here for a month or 2, and then they got adopted out. They got fixed, vaccinated, and they got adopted right out through this cat rescue. And they helped me out a lot, they helped me out with cat food, and so did a lot of people on Twitter and stuff, so thank you. But the lady there's really nice, and she helped me get the mama cat spayed, so she's fixed, but she's still here. The mama cat's still here, bumming off of us. My cats don't like her. I'm trying to find her a different house, and I feel so bad for her, but she's here. Yeah. Kitty cats. Meow. Hee. The filter looks weird. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have any makeup on. Next time, I'll do it without the filter. I do it from time to time. So that's where the stray cats are. They got nice, loving homes, and then the mama cat is just here. Sometimes she wants to go outside because I found her here at the apartment complex. She just knocked up, walking around, meowing about stuff. She found me actually, and then she started trying to come in, and then eventually she came in. But I still let her go outside. She always comes back, so that's cool. She still has some cat friends out here that she's friends with. But my cat hates her. One of my 3 cats hates her. It's cat drama over here. All my cats are fucking jerks to each other. Thanks, Sylvan Forge. Yeah, I mean, a pregnant mama cat shows up. It was like my dream come true. Absolute dream come true. Those little kitties were so cute, and it was so cool to have her give birth in my hand. Because she's never cuddly, the mama cat. She's very kind of standoffish, like whatever. She's happy to be here. Happy you know, to have a roof over her head, I think. But when she was going to give birth, suddenly she got so cuddly and so purry, and she wouldn't let me leave her side. She insisted I had to pet her the entire time. I had to cancel all my plans and just stay in the closet with her and pet her while she gave birth. It was so sweet. I was like, you haven't, we only thought she was having 3, but she had 5. And they're all so cute. And there's nothing better than kittens. Oh, you had to go back, Angela? Yeah, there's my fat man. His name is Lyran, Lyran, which is it's an alien kitty cat race, I think. Lyran. And I have Lewinsky. She's not fixed. She's a whore. She hasn't gotten, she's not going to get pregnant though, because she's an inside kitty, but she goes in heat and it gets annoying. Bootleg says, I have a kitty named Marv. He is fat and gay. Just like EBS. Yeah, this one's fat and black and very cuddly. And he has asthma. And probably diabetes, who knows? I don't know. It's my fault. I need to starve him. It's like if I start trying to restrict food, they start fighting each other. They start thinking they're going to have to, who's going to go first, you know? It gets tense around here. My other cats can just eat without overeating, but he likes to overeat. Yeah, he's got asthma. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I tried the pills, but they say he can't take it forever because it's bad for his liver or something. I forget. He can't be on it. And they try to give me a cat inhaler. That's just ridiculous. That does not work. Big black cat. Yeah, I got my big black cat right here. My BBC. He's very handsome. Here. I found him on Instagram a long time ago. Yeah. That's all. I think that's all I had to I thought I had some other cool news. Oh, not cool news. There's bad news. 130 kids started projectile vomiting at a school in Las Vegas, but I guess that could just be a norovirus or something. There's a rocket launch in Florida a couple of nights ago that accounted for a couple of weird sightings. There's been mystery booms. I don't know if you guys, probably none of you were watching JDA's John De La Rosa's stream, but he had Cider on there today, and Cider lives in, I think, the Maine area. And he said it's so cold there that the sap inside the trees froze, and like the trees are like cracking open and making loud booms. I thought that's interesting because the local news stations have been warning about, not here, but wherever the cold snap is hitting, are warning about frost quakes along with their weather reports. So I wonder if, I never heard of it being the trees. I didn't know it was the trees that are making the noise. Isn't that interesting? It's 67 degrees here, so I like no complaints. Mystery boom. Lots of mystery booms happening. Mist poofers. J Bomba fan. Yeah, they have all these mass warnings here. I'll show you. Dropping temperatures can lead to mysterious booms. Ice quakes, seismic events. So I don't know. That guy was saying it was the trees, but if that's the case, that makes more sense because a lot of times it won't register as an earthquake, but it still makes a boom. So a very loud boom. It says, what are frostquakes, and will Maine see some this weekend? So it's going to be a record low for like Boston. Like it's going to be 6 degrees lower than the coldest it's ever been there, which is crazy. And then it's going to be the fastest temperature spike when it goes back up to like 30 degrees in a matter of days or something like that. If it goes that way. Random, pointless weather news for you. I don't have to worry about none of that in Southern California because it's beautiful here. I just went to Catalina Island, you guys. I saw dolphins in the ocean. I'll have to post a video. There's dolphins in the ocean. It's so beautiful. No complaints. I just got back it was yesterday or the day before. Looking beyond. I don't live in Maine. Somebody I know on the internet lives in Maine, and he was talking about how trees were like exploding in his neighborhood because it's so cold there right now. I live in Southern California. It's beautiful here. Looking Beyond says, I recorded like hours of my cats playing when they were kittens. They love those tubes that go behind the dryer. Oh, they're so cute when they're kittens. Oh my God. That was just heaven, having 5 silly little kittens here. I loved it so much. Dude Man says Catalina is always fun. Yeah, they got good food, dude. I had a lot of good like seafood type of situations. Good drinks. I wanted to go on a ghost tour, but I guess it was closed. It wasn't open when we were there. That would have been cool. Got a golf cart and like drove around and stuff. I've never been on like vacation basically, so that was cool. 70s in Orlando, huh, J Bomber fan? Until you get your next hurricane. 30 degrees, says Optics Prime. My kitty needs a new fan belt. He's going crazy right now. He's like suckling on this furry blanket that he loves. His sucky blanket. He's going to town right now. I don't know why. Every time I do this, he goes all cuddly all over me when I'm just talking. I'm talking to you guys. Maybe he thinks I'm talking to him. Do I believe in ghosts? I do. I'm a ghost hunter. I'm a UFO hunter. I think I have some ghost hunting stuff on my channel. I like ghost hunting devices, you know, ghost boxes. I've made ghost boxes. I've learned how to hack certain ones. It's not hard to do. And I've also made one like from scratch using a USB RTL SDR software defined radio that you plug into your computer. Yeah. I believe in ghosts. I'm a weirdo. There's some type of phenomenon happening. Maybe it's something. It's a phenomenon. I know that much. Maybe ghosts. That'd be awesome. I've never seen one, but I've had weird experiences and heard them talk back to me over the ghost boxes. Unless it's just my own brain causing it through the airwaves somehow. I don't know. But it's like I get it on camera, so I know it happens. But I guess it could be aliens. I could say it's aliens. J Bomber fan says hurricanes are weak when they reach us, but those on the coast get wrecked. Yeah. I just can't be somewhere where you might die from a hurricane or a tornado a couple times a year. I can't do it. And where it's cold, yeah, right. No, thank you. I grew up in Arizona. Nothing goes on there. They don't even have earthquake. I mean, it's a little bit hot depending on where you're at, but that just means I'm used to the heat. And stay indoors. That's why I'm pale. Linda Drums, I definitely believe in ghosts. There is so much evidence of ghosts. Yeah, and ghost box, you guys need to get yourself some ghost boxes. And there's also some software you could use, like extremesenses.com. That guy makes really cool. It's for the PC. I use it on my Mac by, running a Windows emulator parallels on there. And you can, so whether you have Mac or PC, you could use his software. This isn't like a paid thing or anything. Like I beta tested these for him back 10 years ago, and my keys still work, so I still get to use them. I did buy a couple of them as well. He's got software programs for the spirit hunting on your computer. Here you go. Those boxes are no joke. They are legit. The balloon got shot. Yes, I can replay that for you. And thank you, everybody who's been hanging around watching this. I do see I lost like 30 people, but that's because I covered everything. Pretty sure that's why. Yeah, I can play that for you again because it got shot down. Shot all the way down. That one guy, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. I think so. And randomness. Something about randomness is like it's a thing, you know? It's something, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it controls everything. And you can kind of influence randomness. You can influence randomness in certain ways. Okay. We're going to see this video, if I can find it again. Ah, fuck you. Oh, but back to Twitter. I hate these news sites. Here we go. Here it is. No, that's not the one. Okay, the real one is here. We owe Japan more than China. Why? Just because we nuked them? Jay Obama fan says randomness is really the fourth dimension. Interesting. That's why things happen when you expose yourself to random things, like go out and do stuff instead of being stuck inside. If you go and just allow the universe to like unfold, then cool stuff happens. Oh, good. Now my other neighbors are fighting again. Awesome. Living in Southern California in an apartment complex. Okay. We're going to find this video of the thing getting shot down here. You watching? Here it is. Collapse at the wave function and the president. I don't know. Like, I was hearing that these happen a lot. For some reason, it does seem kind of like maybe it's just a slow news week, because, like, you know, sometimes there'll be a mass shooting, 5 people will die, and it's the biggest deal on the fucking planet. But there have been 2 recently. There's one where 11 people died. That really, I mean, sure, it was known, but like not to the point where like even anybody in my YouTube circle made a single video about it. It's because it's just not being talked about. I think because the shooter was an Asian guy, whatever. That's 11 people. Like, if it was the right suspect, it'd still be talking about it today. It would be the biggest deal. It's just weird how they just pick and choose what's a big deal. So this balloon, for some reason, is a big deal. I mean, I always assumed it was like a Google internet balloon, because people do post these type of balloons a lot on MUFON. Why balloon? Why not a drone? Because a balloon can like hover in place more easy. It doesn't need to have like, you know, a motor or whatever the heck it is that a drone has. It has like I was reading about it. It has like some type of balancing system. Like one part of the balloon will be filled with helium or whatever the heck, and then the other a different type of gas in a different area, and it somehow just evens itself out like that to where it can hover in an area for a while. Plus, with the solar panels, I think that powers some way of kind of propelling. I had a whole military document on it. All I know is a drone would be requiring somebody to always be operating it, right? I don't know. Good question, though. Maybe a balloon can go higher for longer. It's pretty cool shooting that thing down. Bam. And that's like the thing that they let fall to the ground or to the ocean, I guess. They're going to go let the Chinese people pick it up. Did we look into that yet? Yeah. Balloon. When I like Google search, it sounds like a retard or like a caveman is searching the way that it looks. Because I know it's going to like autocorrect it for me anyway. China condemned U.S. for decision to shoot down spy balloon. Oh, Chinese officials maintained that it was a weather balloon that had entered U.S. airspace by accident. Okay. By accident. It came all the way from Alaska. What kind of weather stuff was it doing all the way over there and over here? It's not, we don't have, our weather is our weather. They have their weather. They're not allowed to be checking out our weather. Because it was controlled. It's like they're able to make it go where they want it to go. It meandered across the United States for about a week. Thank you, Biden. Jesus Christ. Chinese Foreign Ministry declared strong discontent and protest at Washington's decision to shoot down the balloon, claiming that it was a civilian aircraft that had accidentally hovered into the United States. Okay. China will resolutely defend the legitimate rights and interests of the enterprise involved and retains the right to respond further. What does that mean? Who are we talking about? A senior official in the Biden administration responded that the aircraft was in fact a surveillance balloon that was purposefully flown over sensitive military sites in the United States and Canada. So China's a lying sack of shit. Everybody's a lying sack of shit, honestly. But the official said the Beijing government could control the balloon, one in a fleet of similar aircraft the Chinese have deployed in recent years for surveillance operations. Why do they have to front like we didn't just, like they're not busted out? No, it's just a weather balloon. Yeah, we shot them down, blah, blah, blah. The debris fell into 47 feet of water, and the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard were trying to recover it, officials said. That's not that wide of a debris field, is it? Republicans were quick, or do they mean that's how deep the water was? Republicans were quick to criticize the Biden administration, saying the president had waited too long to shoot down the balloon and had shown weakness in his handling of the crisis. Mr. Biden and his aides argued the downing of the balloon over populated areas would have created a dangerous rain of debris. Okay. They said the United States picked up valuable intelligence monitoring the balloon's equipment before it was destroyed. Whatever. What the fuck ever. I don't get it. They could have just like taken it down and then taken it away and go monitor it. Like take it down, take it somewhere. Yeah, something is off about the story. I agree. 47 feet of water. What does that mean? Why can't we go get it? But I don't. Did they say anything about the Chinese going to pick it up? Going to pick up the balloon? So China condemned it as an overreaction and warned that it could respond. Oh, it's fighting words. Since the Biden administration confirmed on Thursday that the Chinese balloon was floating over the United States, including Montana, with its 150 or so intercontinental ballistic missile silos in Montana. Oh, that's why nobody lives there. The balloon has become another irritant. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's what's going on in Montana. Oh, whatever. What are they going to do to respond to us? Whatever. Just what's really going on, you know? Because definitely this is like, it's all for show. I don't know. It's nonsense. I don't think anything's going to come of it. It never does come. Nothing ever happens. I guess if China wanted to kick our asses, they could. I don't think they would bring their guys over here for hand-to-hand combat, but they would just nuke us or whatever the hell. They got some other technology we probably don't even know about. Because they go and steal the best technology and take it for their own and then make better stuff and all kinds of stuff. They're kind of future technology minded. They got cooler gadgets than us, these Asians, you know? Blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. They ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, they can't hang. Russia can't hang either. Russia is a bunch of malnourished people. The Chinese people want to escape, and I feel really bad for them. I don't know if you guys heard about the whole Foxconn thing. Those poor people that were made to basically live in this whole city that's just a place for Apple workers, Apple factory workers to make our Apple products. They were being kept there like on lockdown because of COVID, and they weren't allowed to go see their families in other cities and stuff. So, and there's people in like hazmat suits stopping them from leaving the town and stuff. You guys see all that stuff? But the Chinese army, are they that brainwashed? Because it seems like a lot of people who live there don't like the regime. If they all just decided that at one time, they'd be okay. Other countries just straight up will throw the person out of office, but that's usually a coup or some shady situation anyway. I just feel bad for them. Those people that had to escape Foxconn, and finally one day they just all left. They took all their like rolling luggage and they all left at once so that they couldn't be stopped or killed or thrown into a hazmat like quarantine thing. So, and that was very powerful footage, I thought, where they all walked out because they needed to go see their families because they were being forced to stay in there with people who did have COVID. They didn't want to catch it. They didn't want to be forced to be quarantined just because some people had it, basically. And also, it's just fucking COVID. My daughter had it for 2 days and she lived just fine. Everybody's fine. Everybody had it. I didn't have it. What, did I? I don't remember. If I did, I don't even remember. Yeah, COVID is bullshit. So they didn't want to be kept there over some bullshit. I don't blame them. In like some unsanitary, disgusting conditions. So I don't like to just call it China because it's the Chinese government, not China, because there's real people there. I feel bad for them. And no farmers, no food. Yeah. And all these like empty cities, pointless, waste of space over there. Scammed him. Yeah, they better, man, they're going to pull this shit again on us someday. Shit's crazy. Well, I hope you get better soon, Peppers. I know it's a lot rougher for people older. Like my daughter's 3. She got over it quite easily, thankfully. She sometimes has a cold because I guess that's what happens when they start going to preschool and stuff. But she hasn't had it again. She had it actual COVID one time, and then her dad got it, and her grandma and grandpa on her dad's side all got it. And guess what? They're all triple vaxxed. Not my daughter. She's not getting vaxxed. But, you know, her dad and her grandma and grandpa are all triple vaxxed and they fucking caught COVID. That's what they get. Yeah. So that's the news of the day, I think. And I guess that ends the saga of these balloons for now. Here's the projectile vomiting children in Las Vegas. 130 Las Vegas elementary school students projectile vomiting after mysterious illness outbreak. It's like, how do they get that sick within one day? It would have to be like food poisoning. So I do. I search for the word mysterious on Google News, and that's all you gotta do. If there's anything interesting, it'll probably show up. Mysterious spiral over Hawaii. That was cool for a rocket launch, I guess. Let me show you. You guys remember the Norway spiral from 2009? That shit was cool. Is it a coincidence that balloon? Let me see, I'm reading it. From JL Potts. That balloon looks like an egg. No, I think that's how weather balloons are shaped. Or balloons, high altitude balloons. You gotta talk about, is this some type of silly joke? There are no coincidences. So there was a spiral over Hawaii. Again, these volcano cameras are so cool. They catch everything. Okay, that's it. 71 viewers again. Wow, hello. They blew up the rabbit. It was a dragon egg. It had a bunny inside for New Year. Is this some weird Chinese, like, Year of the Rabbit thing? Thank you for the update. 66 watching, 99 minutes since the stream started. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. And did you guys know my old YouTube channel came back to life? I think most of you guys knew that. It's the one that I had 10 years ago. You know? It has all my old UFO videos that I personally recorded. And then it got terminated for a whole decade. And then out of nowhere, it came back. Out of nowhere, after 10 years, it came back and all my videos were still there. All 1,000 so videos still intact. That's how long they keep your videos. They keep them forever. Did you see where Anne Heche sat up on the gurney and they restrained her? Yeah, I saw that, past Master Dan. But I think that was a journal and she was burnt to death, right? She sat up. She's crazy, dude. Don't get me started on that wench. Like, she's a crazy bitch and she could have killed anybody else driving like that. Her brother, I guess, died that way too in a fiery car crash. I think that was just adrenaline shock and what they call a death throw, where somebody's basically just dying and they're flailing. It happened to my cat, one of my cats, when she passed away. So I don't know. Yeah, that was crazy, but I don't think it was anything conspiratorial. Anne Heche died. This was months ago or a year ago. I don't know. She died in a fiery car crash because she's a crazy bitch. I'm sorry, but she was hauling ass in order to kill herself down a residential street. And thank God she's the only one who got hurt. Do I have guests on my show? I do, Jolly Green. I just, not tonight. You hear these people screaming. Listen to this fucking insane people. I hope you guys can't hear it. Anyway, my neighbors are fucking crazy, dude. I do have guests. I have random. Who did I have on here? I had John Delarose, but I also have Puma Fist. These are just random people. Yeah, I'll have anybody on my show if they want to be on here. Hit me up. I'm on Twitter, Sheila Aliens. Anne Heche was an actress. Neo prototype from the 90s, you know. She's with the short blonde hair. She was in don't ask me. She's in that one stabby movie. Oh yeah, she was married to Ellen for a minute. Cecil wasn't on my channel. No, I don't think he'll come on my channel. I wish he would. He won't come on here. Psycho. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. Thank you. The remake. Yeah, my neighbors are fucking miserable cunts, honestly. Like, oh God, how could you live like that? Like, just break up, move away. I hear them fighting sometimes, and it's about some chick that supposedly texted him, like, girl, let it go. Like, just dump him. He's obviously over it. He's getting that mad about it then yeah, he probably is texting some bitch. Just move on. How can you live with someone when I've been there like a long time ago? So I just will never do that again. So I have little patience for people who are there themselves. I don't know. It's kind of fucked up. Disgusted by it. Thank you, Spaceman Skywatcher, for the $3 super sticker. Let me go see what it was, because I can't see it from here. My neighbors are crazy. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to call it cops on that. But I don't. Bar Rogers gave me a $5 cute little foxy dancing one. Jeremy Burtz, thank you for the $4.99. And Spaceman Skywatcher gave me these cool working out pair. A pair that is fist bumping me. Cool. Thank you. I'm subscribed, Sheila. Okay. Thank you. I'm a relationship counselor by accident. They are always yelling. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been gone for a couple of days. I forgot that they did that shit. I don't always hear them because like I'll be in the bedroom, but they need to break it up already. Do you hear that? You guys have to hear that. These are full-grown people, like in their 30s or 40s or something. Miserable. Miserable. Past Master Dan. Anne Heche never made an impression on you? Me either. She's just a crazy, crazy chick. Drugged out of her mind. She just struck me as like a troubled person. And I'm just kind of mad that she was driving like that when on her way out, hoping or not caring that she takes anybody else with her. I have no sympathy for that. And I think her sitting up on the gurney was not anything weird other than her dying. It was just her last movements on this planet. Anne Heche and Ellen went to the same barber. Okay. CSI that shit? No, I don't care. She sat up and then she died. Who cares? Bye. Dabu 7. Yeah. Dabu 7's been around since I had my first channel. Long, long time. He used to be really good friends with Dutch Sense, who's still around. He does earthquakes. Dutch Sense, to this day, still does earthquake streams. Or he looks at the weather radar, I guess. I don't know if he still does this. He used to do it. You look at the weather radar, and if there's like a weird anomaly, he'll be able to tell you like where a tornado is going to be and stuff. I've seen him accurately do it. I think now he just covers earthquakes as they happen around the globe, but he'll have like 2,000 people watching this shit. So good for him. He's still doing good. His name is Dutch Sense. He was my buddy. I don't know. So was Dabu 7, but they had a falling out. It's all conspiracy theory crowd. Yeah, Dabu 7's kind of cool. I like his attitude. He's funny. I'm good at going on about nothing. Oh, thank you. That's kind of why I don't mind having Puma Fist on here. He's the one who debated me for like 2 or 3 hours about AI when neither of us knows crap about it. You know, but he knows how to fill dead air. That's good. So sometimes he wants to come on again and just talk about UFOs. So if you guys are not opposed to it, I'll have him on. He's like bugging me to come on here and talk about UFOs. I've just been busy. So one thing that's good about all this is people have the skies for like at least a week and recording stuff and posting it and uploading it on Facebook and MUFON. So even I went out and I looked at the sky for like 15 minutes today, hoping I could see something. We had a lot of chemtrails and that was it. Any crap. You want to come on and talk about ghosts? Okay, Pete Gowan. Not tonight, but we can do that. Pete, are you even, if anybody of you are on Twitter, DM me. Oh yeah, and I'll have, Comicscape people, if you want to come on here and talk about your books, maybe we could expose your books to some different audience, because my audience subscribed for UFOs. I don't know if that'll make the UFO people mad. We could work it in there while we talk about paranormal stuff. How about that? If you have a book, you're probably my friend anyway, or like online friend. We probably talk about weird stuff. So we could just have one of our paranormal conversations on the air and like do little mentions of your comic book. My comic book friends. Past Master Dan, you were on Twitter. What happened? Are you not on there anymore? Twitter.com/SheilaAliens. Wow, Anne Heche only dated her for 3 years. That's all I remember about Ellen and Anne Heche is that they dated. Tolfer? Okay, what's your book called? What's a foid? What's a foid? Foids. I gotta look that one up. Sounds spurious. Alien Girl 111. I like her. She seems nice. Only problem is Gufon, Gufon, is a fucking asshole. He's friends with her. They like to play like a high school game. Like, I already fucked up in the UFO community, but fuck Gufon. That guy's a fucking prick. Like, it's on with that dude. I'm gonna fight him. And I guess she's maybe friends with, if she can be like cool and like the fact that Gufon will probably like disown her for even talking to me, like weird UFO drama. I would like to team up with her. I think she seems like a nice girl, a reasonable girl, I guess, from what I can tell. She has a cute little alien logo thing. And nothing bad to say about her. She seems reasonable, but Gufon is not reasonable. He's full of crap. He's a liar, and he's an asshole. He's even mildly entertaining. Like, I watch his show, even though he hates it when I comment in there. I still watch him, but he's an asshole. And if she wouldn't mind, I would definitely team up with her. She'd be cool. Birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. There's drama in every stupid little community, you guys. UFOs, I guess, comic books, you know. I won't listen to lies. Well, hi, Haskell Films. How are you? My Arizona brother. That's the only reason UFO people don't like you. But they liked me when I went on. Like, I randomly went on Richard Gufon's channel like a few months ago. I hadn't spoken to him in years because I guess 10 years ago he was the first person to ever interview me. I didn't even realize it because he had a different name back then. But he reminded me. So I went on there like a few months ago, and like his chat was trying to hook me up with him. They thought there was a sparks flying between me and him. And I was just like, dude, I'm just talking to him. We had a good chat for like 2 hours. Well, he talked to his chat and read his things he needed to read and hung out. All right. And then the next day I had the nerve to say something, you know, he's friends with Third Phase of Moon, which is like one of the biggest UFO channels on YouTube. And the biggest hoaxers on YouTube. It's ran by 2 brothers. They're twin brothers, cousins, brothers from Hawaii. They do hoax videos, always have. And I kind of, I don't know, people call it debunked. I went on their stream 10 years ago and told them that they are full of shit and that their videos are fake, basically. And people have been bringing that back up lately, and they just love it. I'm like, okay. So that was getting brought back up. So I got onto Gufon's channel randomly because I asked him to send me the link. Everything was cool. The next day I was like talking to him about Third Phase of Moon, and he flipped the fuck out, called me a bitch, and started calling me names. And like, I was like, wow, yo. It was crazy. Because he keeps telling his audience that Third Phase of Moon never faked videos when they did. They even admitted to it. So he just always tells his audience that it's just really weird to me. And he goes on about truthology and ufology, and he's not about that at all. And that's fine. Do your thing. I was just giving him some light ribbing about it. I was like, if you're going to be a scumbag, okay, whatever. You should be able to take some teasing about it then, because you're blatantly full of shit. Now, Third Phase of Moon, the big hoaxers were always nice to me. That's the funny thing. I like those guys. They're nice to communicate with, which is funny. I haven't talked to them in like 10 years, really, but just a little bit. They were always nice. They're good at networking. but they make fake videos. So, but they had this little goof on asshole to do all their dirty work for them so they don't have to look bad, I guess. And he's an asshole. He must be on their payroll because, but he ain't shit. And he's an asshole. That's all I gotta say. And he definitely like plays sides and stuff. Alien 111 girl or whatever. I think she's definitely with the goof on crew or whatever. So I don't care. I'll just be independent. Whoever wants to hang out can hang out. Even goof on, if he can just not be a total like spurg. I've dealt with spurgs, so I can overlook it. But I don't really appreciate them ruining ufology with fake videos for the last decade. It's not really forgivable. You know, I could talk to them about YouTubing and the art of being a YouTuber. They are good at that. Not goof on. He's bad at it. Third Phase of Moon is good at it. But I can't talk to them like sincerely about UFO videos because all they do is bullshit. And it's hard not to feel some type of way about them doing that while at the same time they're so nice to your face. That's all. It's fucking hard. It's hard. Secure Team 10 is also full of crap. I'm not interested in that guy at all. Not interested in what he has to offer to ufology. Yeah, Coast to Coast AM bit, you know, they jumped the shark. They had Third Phase of Moon on their show. Neo Prototype only watches the Y-Files. I like this guy called Truth Seekers. He's cool. He's had me on there. He's my friend. Stephen Cambion, who is also like sworn enemies with Goof on. It's hard to keep up, but yeah, they're like sworn enemies. I like Stephen Cambion. He's nice. He's a nice fella. I make some AI art videos for his music and stuff. And he calls out Linda Moulton Howe, who's just a nonsense, grifting nonsense liar. Everybody in ufology needs to get kicked out, honestly. Every big name in ufology is full of shit. It's really disgusting that that's where it's at. So that's where that's at, but we don't need their permission to do what we're doing on YouTube, the new generation of people. But someone like Goof on will straight up slander the fuck out of you. He makes up lies, dude. He was telling me some shit like, oh, I used to Skype him in the middle of the night, blah, blah, I guess in my 20s. Like, no. So now anytime I go in his chat, I'm like, why won't you answer my Skype calls? Answer my Skype calls. He hates it. He does not like me. But he comes up with some weird lies. Called me a whore and a bitch, which is fine. But it was weird because he's so nice when I was on his channel. And one little thing about Third Phase of Moon, his daddies who pay him. It's like, dude, just be like, okay, we used to fake shit. We don't fake shit anymore. Get over it. That's all you have to say. But the thing is, they still fake it. So, Haskell Films. You know, Sheila, I have been a guest of quite a few channels recently about geoengineering fake children shootings. Oh, interesting. We could go over some of that. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, you've been in the game forever, Haskell Films. You never wavered. You're pretty legit. I would love to have you on. If anybody wants to be on my show, and they're on Twitter, because I'm not going to remember to do all this because I have a baby and like scatterbrain and stuff. You can all hit me up in my DMs. Keep doing YouTube, but I meant to put Twitter. Twitter.com/SheilaAliens. But give me something to do. Like people, I'm still practicing streaming. I'm not that great at it. So it's good to have some guests on talking about the thing that people want to see when they subscribe to somebody named Sheila Aliens. They want to see cool UFO stuff. Probably not AI art, even though I'm obsessed with it. So it's good. I love UFO topics, and even just looking at the MUFON videos is pretty cool. But you don't have Twatter, little poet boy. What you up to? Who are you? Or what's your thing? I'm good at algorithm. Not really. I mean, I'm talking about the logistics of streaming and like operating a stream. I'm trying to get into the hang of it. like I have a billion tabs open. I just now today realized I can push this certain button and like I could switch tabs much more easily than I realized. I can go like this, or then I can go like this. You guys see that? That was so cool. It would take me like 5 minutes to go in between those screens last time. So that's how retarded I am. Just figured that out. Followed. Thank you. AI art is the future. Yeah, don't be scared of it. Incorporate it into what you're doing. I am the top Tucson terrorist. Are you still in Tucson, Haskell Films? I'd like to talk to you about that. Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, I don't use my Facebook is abandoned. YouTube, there's no way to really talk on here. I don't know what to tell you, little poet boy. I mean, I would tell you to email me, but I know I won't check it. That would be a lie. No offense to you. It's just I won't remember to check it. Plus, my email keeps telling me that because of my AI art stuff, it's all full up in it, and soon I won't be able to even send email. It keeps telling me. I'm like, oh shit, I don't even know how to begin to clear that out. It's all full from having my Google Drive connected to my AI art. I did not see the huge arrest in 2018 of you. What did you do, Haskell? Were you a patriot somewhere where you weren't supposed to be? What did you do? Finally quit raining there in Arizona, says JL Potts. I love the monsoons in Arizona. They were so beautiful, so freaky. I'm afraid if I have Odyssey, I'll go. I don't know. Maybe I connected it and don't use it. I think I have one, but no, I don't use it. So no, I'm sorry. Don't. I have Twitter. I have YouTube. What else? I have Instagram, but I don't check it enough to where you could even... I guess if you have Instagram, you have like a 30% chance of getting a hold of me. Just get a Twitter. Get in the game. You were looking at... Haskell Films says he was looking at 30 years to life because I posted over 30,000 signs about chemtrails. Yo, did you post them all at the same time, or is this over a period of time that you posted them? What's up with this? Well, I'm glad what, did they just decide to give you 10 years? What happened with that? How are they going to give you 30 years to life for posting signs? Did you do 9 years? Don't tell me you didn't do 9 years in prison, please. Where are you posting these things? Where were you? Maybe it's just like a littering type of... What's the problem? I'd like to know where you posted them. Like, it was over 9 years. Oh, so for over the course of 9 years, they're counting how many of these things you're posting and they're going collecting them, or what? And taking them down and counting them? I don't get it. And then waiting to build a case on you? What's going on? Okay. But you didn't have to go to jail, I hope. Like, you think they would just warn you and tell you to stop? Oh, the balloon. The balloon got shot down, my friend. One of them, anyway. If there's other balloons, we're not sure, but it got shot down by our people over South Carolina. And I'll show you guys again, since some people are just getting here, I guess. Here you go. Where's it at? I think this is the shoot down video. Oh, this is like a farther away shoot down video. That's cool. That's our missile, like getting it. Oh. Zoom out. So basically we shot it down with a missile. That's what happened. Bam. Yeah, I think they're working on recovering parts of the balloon. It scattered over a 47, was it foot? debris field or something like that. Or it said 47 feet of water. I don't know if they meant 47 feet deep or 47 feet debris field. I don't know. I didn't really read that much about it. But yeah, they're supposed to go retrieve it, I think. It's right off the coast. So the Colombian military, here we go, said that a balloon flying at about 55,000 feet entered its territory on Saturday, which was today, confirming earlier reports from the U.S. government that there was a surveillance aircraft in South America similar to the one that traversed the U.S. this week. So this is like new within the last hour. The Colombians said the balloon, which was flying in the northern part of the country, posed no threat. They didn't identify its origin. Okay, good for you. The Chinese government had control of the balloon's flight path. Okay. This is like a it's like a bigger story than I would imagine it would be. It's like, okay. It's a slow news weekend. What was that tower on the screen? Tower on the screen? Tower on the screen. Let me see. Ooh. Talking about not this burning thing, I don't think. Hold on. Refresh. Oh, I don't know. It was in South Carolina. I know that much. I don't know what that is exactly. It is a thing with an 8 on it. Maybe it's from a ship. Is that a ship? A buoy? Is it a buoy? Oh, Haskell, sorry, I meant to catch up with what you were saying here. I got distracted. I have a recording saying to the judge, this is from him, forced or I remain over 2 years in jail if I didn't sign. What was the plea deal? Wait, what was the plea deal? How long did you? 50 a day, or you posted 50 signs a day for 9 years? Wow. That's dedication. And a lot of trees dead. You're funny, dude. You're consistent, at least, dude. That's pretty awesome. I'd like to have someone on my channel who posted 50 chemtrail flyers a day for 9 years. That's exactly, actually, the type of person I want on my channel. That seems awesome. You crazy. Okay, what was your plea deal? Did you do any time? So now you're an assistant terrorist. That's your official title now. I'm sure you have a good time getting work and all that stuff, right? That sucks. So you're an assistant terrorist as your title now. They just wanted to label you with that. You didn't have to do any time for your posting. How dare you post posters? What are you doing? But 50 a day, the whole town would be plastered. Yeah, over 50% of Tucson residents had seen my sign. Yeah. I don't recall seeing them, or maybe, I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell, but that's a lot of signage there. You could have done maybe an online campaign or something, But that's great that people donated to you to help you out. That means you were reaching people. So that's good. Yeah. Tucson had some wicked chemtrails, dude. Wicked. With weird things flying around in the chemtrails. Chemtrails are good for you. Stop it. Chemtrails are chemtrails. I believe we had bad ones today. It was a beautiful blue day until they started doing that. Got all icky. So Haskell, when you needed to do your fundraiser, did you post fundraising signs? Because that would be hilarious. Did you then post it did you switch to posting your fundraising sign instead? That's what I would do. Or maybe you had like an email list at that point because they were all looking at your sign. Hopefully there's some rhyme to the madness. Tucson, Marana, Green Valley, Oro Valley. That's the places. Red Rock. Frauditor. Supporter. I can't believe, he says, I can't believe anybody seriously thinks any of our answers will be answered here. What do you mean here as on this stream? Or I don't claim to have any answers beyond what the news is telling us, really. That's all I have. Thank you. Thank you, algorithm. Let me check one more thing and then I think I'm going to get going. Haskell said yes, and then they arrested me a second time for supporters putting up signs about me. What? They can't arrest you for that. That's funny. That's the old school, just bugging the shit out of local law enforcement. Old school style. Pretty cool. All right, Frauditor. You do you. Have you seen the dragons in the African desert? No. I would love to. Let me see. Dragons, African desert. Better be some dragons. Giant. Are we talking about a dragon? Or is it like a Nazca sign or what? Some Google Maps, somebody tripping out on Google Earth or what? Stop it. No, no, no. I love when people trip out on Google Earth, but I can't. What does he think that is? A real dragon? Get the fuck out of here. That's cute. Ain't no dragons in motherfucking... You mean like a fossil? Ain't no motherfucking dragons in motherfucking Africa. Sorry. I refuse. Well, I mean, it just looks like a land feature. So do you think it's a... Is it a fossil dragon? Is that what you're saying? A fish in its mouth. Let me see. I can't discount anything because it's cool just to see what people think they believe in. I don't know. It's like very low quality for me. I mean, it's 360p. That's the only thing it goes up to. I'm sure there's better videos than that. So this guy zooms in on the Google Earth and finds things. Oh, get out of here. No, I think that's kind of silly. It's cute, though. It reminds me of a video I saw from Joe Rogan recently where he had somebody on and they had a picture of a freakishly, like, mythologically huge snake that was in one of these type of places in the jungle. And it lunged up at the airplane that they were in and almost got it. It was really, really big. A snake. This guy is funny. This is 3 years ago. It has 1.2K views. I don't know. I think if it was a giant goddamn dragon fossil, then they could have sold it and been out of poverty by now. Don't you think? They could dug it up. People would have dug it up. I mean, I know there's a big fake dragon skeleton that like an art person did put on a beach somewhere. That does exist. It's gigantic. You can see it from space or whatever, but I don't know. That does look somewhat organic. Fossilized dragon discovered on Google Earth. This is so old too. 2019. It's even older than that. It's billions of years old. The Mauritanian desert. Okay. I suppose it does look like that. but you have to go up to it, touch it, and find out. It's not just fossilized. It's just like, it's not even all the way fossilized. It's like mummified. It used to be, okay, I can believe it. It's an old mummified sea dragon or a giant sea snake or something. I believe it. It could happen. Neo Prototype says, Angela Curry, aren't you a mod for Hecklefish? I don't even know who Hecklefish is. The circles, some reckon it could be Atlantis in the same area. Interesting. That kind of stuff is interesting. Haskell Film says, there used to be videos of pterodactyls flying in Texas. I believe in pterodactyls. I believe they're still alive. There's reports of them in Los Angeles area. I know somebody who claims they had an encounter with a pterodactyl, but he's my ex-boyfriend and he also lied a lot. But he has this whole story. I'll believe him about the pterodactyls, but I would never believe where he said he was that night. I'll believe him about the pterodactyl because that actually sounded convincing. So stupid. He had a cool story though. Either way, it was a cool story. I don't know if it's true. In Pacific Palisades. So, and then I looked it up, and there's a lot of pterosaur sightings in Los Angeles area. So, I would like to believe that they still exist. Yeah, yeah. Haskell Films. Do you remember how there was that picture of the Thunderbird in Tombstone? And this picture changed, and now it's gone, and it's like a Mandela effect. They changed the picture everywhere that it existed. That's how I found out what the Mandela effect was, because I'm looking for this Thunderbird photo that I remember seeing. It's been replaced with like weird versions, fake versions of it. It's weird. It was this old picture from Tombstone of these old, like black and white cowboys, like holding up like a big Thunderbird. And I always remember that photo for like decades. And then I went back to try to find it, and it had literally been replaced with other pictures everywhere on the internet. It's so weird. And then I was like looking into it, and it turns out it's one of those Mandela effect things. Very weird. Yeah, JL Pots. Now there's a lot of pictures that imitate it now, and it might kind of mess with your memory, but the whole reason I figured out what Mandela effect was because of that. I was like, well, no, what happened to the Thunderbird photo? Can't find it anymore. I would imagine it would have to be put in a book or something. And like, I'm from the Tombstone area, so that's really weird to me. Oh, no, not only that, but the Tombstone epitaph where they had the article printed to begin with no longer has any record of it. Explain that. It never happened. The Tombstone epitaph. That was the newspaper there. Fucking weird. Blew my mind. I'm not saying Mandela effect is or isn't. I'm just saying that fucking thing is one of those weird things that, you know. I'm always into Thunderbirds and mythological creatures, but I was specifically trying to find a picture. It's like I grew up in the area. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's weird. And now I'm not even sure what it looked like to begin with because they've replaced it with the wrong one. I know it's not the one where it straight up looks like a pterodactyl. I think it was an actual big, gigantic black bird, if I remember correctly. And all the pictures that I've seen of it are fake. It's all very weird. Something happened with it. And how could the epitaph not have it anymore? It's just so weird. There's something to the Mandela effect. I don't know about the Mandela part, but where are the wings or feet? I don't know. I don't remember, dude. That's the whole thing. Now my memories. Pterosaurs. I believe they exist still. Who's here? AI? AI is in the chat. Love your art, dude. Who's that? Ooh. Am I a dude? Are you calling me dude? And who's AI in the chat? Hello. Oh, is it this guy spamming? Frauditor. Could you not because your question doesn't really make sense. Where are the wings, comma, or feet? Or I don't know if you mean like what bone are they connected to? What city are they in? I'm not sure what you mean, but you don't have to spam the same question 7, 8 times. Okay. No, Deathmeister. The picture has been changed. I remember when it first happened, and like when I first noticed it, was like 2000 or something like that, or maybe early to mid 2000s, and then it had been changed. Like one day, it was the right picture, and then the next time I went to check it, it had been replaced on the website with like an illustration. And that's just everywhere. I don't know if it was like a copyright thing. Somehow they got it taken down and replaced. I don't know. Bizarre, dude. And so I had to start searching, okay, Thunderbird photo. And then I started finding forum posts about people being like, yeah, where's the fucking picture at? You know? It can't be possible that we are all having the same, like, incorrect memory. Anyway, it's very fascinating to me. Other search engines give different images. I know that's not the case here. Trust me, that's not the case. Google it on stream. This is like chasing a fart that happened 10 years ago at this point, because this is decades old lore that has been lost on the internet. I guess we could look into it, but what good does it do now? It's all been refreshed since then. 2004, right? Because I graduated high school in 2004, and I remember I was living on my own, so it must have been 2004. I really think it was. That's when it disappeared. Is that right? Yeah. I honestly, that's probably the year I would say. It's the year I graduated high school. I was out living on my own. It was somewhere maybe 2006 at the latest, but I had other stuff going on in 2006. I don't think that's when it was. Very weird. Okay, anyway. Yeah, something diverted there. Very weird. Haskell says, I like the thought of us getting bumped into another dimension. At least I think that happened, because I'm not happy with what we got. Yeah. I guess so. I'm not happy with having to grow up in Arizona to begin with, honestly. That would have been better not to have done that. Like, I'm so glad my baby gets to be a California girl. Just better. It's better. She's a better people person than I am already. She's not going to be a weirdo. I mean, she's a weirdo, but she's not going to be like antisocial person with no direction in life. She already has like a college fund and stuff. Like, I'm so happy. Everything's going good for her. Jordan says, in another dimension, I'm tall and rich. Yeah, 2004. That's when I was banging hot. That's what happened. Okay. That's where some conspiracy took place. Caused me to not quite be that hot, but still okay. Yeah, 2004. It's like prime years. The vaxes are technically a bio. Yeah, I got the first round of a vax for COVID, and I regretted it because it gave me a month-long period, as some of you guys know. A month-long period that was really bloody. So it basically just bled a bunch of my eggs out for no reason. I didn't go back for any boosters or anything, so there's that. Not going to do that. My baby girl is not going to get vaxxed. I have to be crazy anti-vax mommy. The photo was alleged to have been taken in the early 1900s. I think so, yeah. I think like the first 10 years of the 1900s. It was in Tombstone. It was published in the Tombstone Epitaph, I think it was called, their newspaper. But then it wasn't anymore. I think so. Optics Prime. I think it's 1900 and 19. I don't know. The information's out there. but the picture isn't. And you're going to come across a lot of different pictures. You're not going to know which one is which, blah, blah. Because there's a lot of fake ones. But there was a real one that we all know we saw. The vaxxers are technically a biohazard. You got MILF vibes, though. Yeah, I'm a mama. Yeah, I got that going for me. Can't really get back to my pre-MILF vibe, you know, because I'm not there anymore. I'm not 20, not 20 anymore, but that's okay. I'm keeping it together. I need to remove what? The vax? I already got it. I mean, I didn't get the whole vax. I got the first one. I didn't get, they say the second one's that really fuck you. That's the one that fucks you up, is when you get the second part of the vaccine. But it did fuck me up. The first one fucked me up. It took about a month to kick in to where I noticed that it did what it did. Blood clots. I don't doubt it. Yeah, it bled me for a fucking month. People were telling me I was overreacting, that it's just because I turned 30, whatever my age was. And that just happens when you get old. No, it's not normal. A lot of women were reporting this, and now they're doing studies on it, and now they acknowledge that it's a problem. They didn't tell us that was a side effect when it happened. Either way, I felt disgusting when I was getting it done, because the woman was telling me, oh no, it's not going to prevent you from getting, it's not going to prevent you from getting COVID. It's not going to prevent you from giving COVID to somebody else either. But here you go. Take it anyway. By certain cleansers, cool, I'll take some cleansers, as long as it's not like more crazy chemicals. If it's just like a natural process, I would love to cleanse it out, because they probably already killed off whatever good eggs I had left. But I had my one baby, and she's like the best, cutest, most beautiful. Curly blonde hair, beautiful little girl. She's 3 years old right now. Like, I don't know where she came from. She's so beautiful. Beautiful eyes, sweet, funny. She has her bratty ways at times. She choked on, not choked, but she like got some popcorn down her throat at the park today, and she started freaking out. It was a whole situation. We handled it. She's funny though. She's a great girl. Curly hair. I wish I had curly hair. Yeah, I'll take a cleansing. All right, guys. I'm just babbling right now. Thank you. I don't know why 52 of you guys are here listening to this crap, but protein in egg yolk kills the spike protein in the vaccine. It's already been like a year or two since I had the vaccine, so I think I'm already screwed. Half of a vaccine anyway. Look up nattokinase and SH0T. Are these like Egyptians? Are these Egyptians, or is this medical information? Look up nattokinase and SH0T. Natural enzymes made in Japan for heart health. I'll look them up. Hail, Past Master Dan. We need critical thinking. At the beginning of the pandemic, there was a small Texas company that offered a non-mRNA COVID-19 vax that uses proven technology that makes a successful vax for hepatitis B. Of course they would shoot that down. They don't want that shit. Just like ivermectin stops it. It'll cure you, dude. If you take it early enough, ivermectin is the way to go. They've been using it in Africa for all kinds of stuff for decades. It won the Nobel Prize in, I think it was 2015. I would never, no, they better not, no. They legally, my baby's daddy does not have, we have joint physical and legal custody, which means they can't make any decisions like that without my permission. She's not getting vaxxed. She already had COVID also. So like, there you go. I mean, oh, but she's not immune to the mutation of it, like his mom will say, but it's like, shut up. It gets weaker as it mutates. It's not getting stronger. She's not gonna get vaxxed. Sorry. She doesn't need it. She does not need it. Quaff. Hey, Quaff. I'm so sorry they did that to your freaking balloon, yo. You Chinese. You spy. Did you get all the information you needed? Ivermectin saved my life, no joke. Good, Paladin. Yeah, I wanted to get my hands on some because it's crazy. But turns out you don't really even... I mean, a lot of people I know even got really sick from COVID. Like, there's something nasty in that disease. It's, like, not natural. So some people, it's nothing. My daughter, thankfully, got over it fast because she's a kid. But for some people, it really knocks you on your ass. It takes your taste away for 3 months. I don't know how normal that is. That's like some people, because some people have different DNA. It's going to affect them differently because they like edited a DNA sequence in order to make this thing, I think. So you will spy again. You're going to get shot down again. Jordan Horst. Most natural viruses evolve eventually into something that helps the host's immune system. Yeah, I feel like this is not very natural. It's weird. It feels... I think people feel like they have an unnatural sickness when they have it sometimes. Not all in this chat are on this planet. They're already talking about making the next one for big profit. Oy. Yeah, I saw how they, what's that guy? Project Veritas. He tricked the gay guy who works for Pfizer to go on a date, or they tricked him to go on a date with some unknown undercover guy. And that guy was spilling the beans about whatever they're doing. That was crazy. But he said something about how they're evolving it, but I think I was reading into it and it's not that abnormal. That was hilarious though. That guy who got caught was the most weird gay guy, weirdo, creepy. He could not handle the fact that he got busted, and he really was just like so pissed. He's freaking out, acting like it was almost like a skit, but it wasn't. James O'Keefe. I love James O'Keefe. He's always legit and above board. Everything. Ram Champa says, but what would I feel good about? But what would I feel good about it? I don't know what you mean. He was panicking for his life because Pfizer would kill him. Maybe, or he'd just lose his cushy job. I don't think they would. Well, some scientists have gone dead. They've gotten dead, haven't they? But maybe he's acting crazy, so everyone would just discount him as being crazy. You know, you can't act sane in that situation. Acting sane might be the bad thing to do. He dead? No way. I wouldn't be surprised, but James is partisan, though. Towards what? Who cares? The truth? Or you mean he doesn't cover things you want him to cover? That might be true. The Sheila Aliens stream on other platforms where it's more Sheila Aliens Unleashed. What I mean, less censored on controversial topics. No, I don't. I'm afraid not. I just sometimes YouTube. And I'm on other people's streams on YouTube a lot, like comic book people. That's it. Dang, you're hospitalized for a month. Yes, some people get really fucked up by COVID. O'Keefe has done pieces on crooked conservatives too. Good. He should. He should be equal like that if he's going to be doing that. I think he'll get a bigger audience that way because, yeah, I don't like being pandered to about stuff, you know. I really don't. I think all politicians can fuck off for the most part. Open the dolly more. What the fuck does that mean? Pardon my language. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, it's late. I'm tired. Yes, the pandemic was oversold. Yes, they overreacted, but some people really did get fucking sick and die. So many variables to it. I don't think it was just the flu. It just didn't have the same effect on everybody because everybody's body and DNA is different. But it didn't quite take like they wanted it to. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so shocked. I like maintained 50 viewers this whole time. We got a desert snake in Africa on the screen for like the last half hour. Thank you, guys. Okay, everybody, get in touch with me on Twitter if you can. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.